The night was calm, like any other night in the small town. The sky was clear, and the stars were shining brightly. But at midnight, everything changed. Some night owls noticed a strange light in the sky, unusually bright and glowing. The light grew brighter until it turned into a massive fireball hurtling towards Earth at incredible speed. People began to step out of their homes, wondering what was happening. Before anyone could voice their fears, the fireball crashed into the earth, creating a massive explosion that shook the entire town. The sound was so powerful that it was heard miles away. People gathered in the town square, where debris lay scattered, and smoke was rising everywhere. Amidst the wreckage, a strange object appeared, seemingly a spaceship. Suddenly, the craft began to move and emitted a thick cloud of steam. From the mist, a tall, slender creature emerged, with large eyes and dark blue skin. It held a strange metallic device in its right hand. Everyone froze in place, unable to believe what they were seeing. Suddenly, the creature emitted a powerful sound, speaking in an incomprehensible language, but it was clear that it was a threat. Moments later, the ship began to release more creatures, each holding the same strange device. It took only minutes before the creatures began firing blue rays from their devices, targeting buildings, cars, and anything that moved. People tried to flee, but the rays were swift and deadly. In mere moments, the town turned into utter chaos. Fear gripped everyone, and no one knew how to fight back against the invaders. But amidst the chaos, a young man named Karim emerged. He was a nuclear physicist working at a nearby lab, known among the townsfolk for his intelligence and wisdom. After witnessing the attack, Karim quickly began to think of a way to counter the creatures. He realized that the creatures' power lay in the energy devices they carried. Karim gathered a small group of survivors and headed to the lab. There, they began experimenting with every weapon and chemical available to them. After hours of trial and error, Karim discovered that the blue rays emitted by the creatures could be reflected by a rare metal known as white platinum. White platinum was scarce, but Karim realized there was another way. He proposed using a new technique that reflected radiation through a magnetic field. They developed a small device based on this technology and began mass-producing it. Meanwhile, the creatures continued to destroy cities and towns one after another. With each attack, humanity drew closer to the brink of collapse. After manufacturing enough devices, Karim and his team distributed them among the survivors. They began organizing counterattacks against the creatures. The battles were fierce, but with each assault, humans discovered new weaknesses in the invaders. In the end, another secret was uncovered. The creatures relied on a massive energy station located deep in space, controlled by a mothership. If this station were destroyed, it would cut off the creatures' primary energy source, rendering them powerless. Karim and his team decided to launch a final assault, but this time they had to reach space. Using the alien spacecraft they had captured, they set off towards the station. When they arrived, the final battle was raging. The mothership was protected by a powerful shield, but with the devices they had created, they managed to disable the shield and launch a full-scale attack. In the end, they succeeded in destroying the station, causing the entire system to collapse. Karim and his team returned to Earth victorious, but they realized something important. Although Earth had been invaded, what they faced was not the end of the threat. Karim knew there were other worlds out there in space, and the creatures that attacked them might be just a small part of a larger force. People gathered around Karim, asking him to lead them into the future. Karim agreed to guide humanity, but he knew that this victory was only the beginning. They needed to be constantly prepared for any future threats. Earth was not just a small planet in the universe, but part of a vast world filled with secrets and dangers. And so, humanity began to prepare for a new future, where their wars were no longer confined to Earth, but extended into the vastness of space. Hope was in their hearts, but so was a deep sense of responsibility. In the end, victory was not the end, but the beginning of a new journey, a journey to explore the universe and defend the only planet they knew as home. This was the dawn of a new era for humanity, where humans were ready to face any new challenge, no matter how strange or dangerous.